Welcome to the Urban Ecology Design MOOC. This is the feedback on Module 3. So in the first weeks, you actually have been looking at the urban ecosystem as a whole, so at system level. Then you zoomed in on habitat level, and you made habitat maps in assignment 2. And in assignment 3, actually, you've been looking at, how you can intervene. So what is wrong? Basically, what is the system level? What can we improve? What are the challenges at that system level in step 2? And now, what are some of the proposals in the last step? So we have some examples we saw in the course, which we would like to show. And we've been showing this example before, so the Tenerife example. So here on Tenerife, there is a large green area, and the white area is the city. In the city, there's also a smaller park, and one of the streets going from, which is connecting actually the two areas, is chosen to be greened in a way. So to make that area more green, but also being a connector for plant species, animal species, but also for people. And then we see that street with a big wall on the left, tarmac for the cars, and some native endemic palm trees, and some elements which can be improved. And in the picture at the bottom, we see some improvements, so bike lanes, sporting facilities, but also permeable pavements, semi-permeable pavements, so that the water, when it rains a lot, can infiltrate in the soil. Near the palm trees, there's also some plants planted for pollination and for insects. Well, if you have a local ecologist, you could also use local species for that, if that's not the case right now. Also, we see that very nicely the wall on the left has been basically replaced by a hedge, and which links actually the gardens to the street, so that there's more interaction between the gardens and the street. Another example is from Dublin, which we've also seen before. So let's further delve into this one. So here there's two things. There's on the bottom you see that there's a river on the map, and basically a connection is proposed between the green area and the river. Hence, something could be done at street level. But also, what is happening in that green area is basically that there's also some sport fields. Some are artificial sport fields, and some are grass fields. We see on the right-hand side also in the legend some of the habitats which we can find there. The proposal for the sport fields is basically adding some local shrubs, so that we have a, let's say, a layered vegetation. Also some bluebells, which are bulbs, but we can also go for different ground covers, perennials, annuals. On the right-hand side, you see also that basically let it go, let wildflowers go. That is a very interesting proposal. So we have the herbaceous layer, we have the bulb layer, then the shrubs, and then the trees, which actually this layered approach gives space to different species of insects, birds, but also for soil life. And it's also a nice area to be in for people. So on the right-hand side, also some fruit trees like apples or cherries are actually planted for separation. Maybe it's also windy there, but at least it's also nice to have some fruits there when walking by. At street level, we talked about this connection between the green area, the sport fields, and the river. It's now a street with very little green, in fact, and we see some wall plants being proposed. So this is actually happening already. You can take out some tiles, and then against the wall, you can start with some little shrubs and perennials. And that's the first start. But you can take it a step further by maybe planting planters. So maybe big buckets on the street, or actually calculate or actually see where people are using the pavement and where not. And when they're not using it, take out more tiles. Maybe take for some parts half of the street out so that cars still can go on. but they have to stop at a certain level because there is, well, half of the street is planted with trees. But this is a very interesting first start. So start small and then basically build this up. Also here at near the car parks, there are some nice examples of how to do this. So all in all, well, some very nice examples we've seen. This also links a bit to, well, basically a wrap up of the whole urban ecology MOOC. Because what you've been doing is basically look at system level, like this approach in Delft, what is happening at system level, where can we change things which are not going well, how does that translate at system level to a vision, like here, forest, meadow, and swamp area, which is then translated to habitat, place, and as a third step, species, we as humans. So we hope you had a very interesting urban ecology design MOOC. Please let us know what you thought of it. What did you learn? What is your feedback? Because we want to improve this course, but also make a change, make a difference for you and for our places all over the world, for people and for nature. So with that, Rosa de Wolf and me would like to thank you very much for your attention and also congratulations with this MOOC. And we hope to see you soon again. Thank you very much.